but I have a confession to make, and um, I've been upset today after school, and I came back from home after school, and I was basically in a bad mood because in the morning I didn't felt in the mood because I knew something bad was gonna happen today, and turns out that it actually did. And turns out, when I mean today's gonna be a bad day, it actually happened. So I didn't feel like I didn't feel like I didn't feel like uh, talking to nobody, and I was basically in a bad mood because what happened is that I was mad about the um Rihanna incident, and about the Rihanna incident, um I knew that Karani would be upset, but turns out that she didn't be upset, and today at first she was happy, but then later she was sad. So um and also my voice changed. I didn't want to talk in front of, I don't know. I I I would like to know why my voice changed. And to be honest, I don't know why my voice sounds like I'm high pitched again. And my voice never sounded like this before because when I was 13 in seventh grade, my voice did not sound like this. And now at 16 in the 10th grade, I never expect for me to get a high pitched voice again. And I don't know why I sound like a overweight guy. Like, I don't know, but I'm not overweight though. I'm skinny, so I don't know why I sound like an overweight guy. Um, I don't know, but my voice sounds kind of funny now. Um, I don't know. I sound like a Spanish person, or I don't know. Uh, maybe maybe a high energy. No, I think I think my voice has changed because yesterday it was deep and now it wants to go back to a high pitch. Like I don't get it. And okay, so today um I was coming to school and I saw the same bridge that is broken, which it is broken, and uh, I guess since the bridge is broken, that's one thing I would be upset about because when I saw it, I went to the school today, and I'm not gonna lie, I still saw caution tapes and I still saw yellow tapes as well. And when I saw it, I was like, it's been it's been over it's been over 10 days like this since this happened because when I was in school, um, before Thanksgiving started, that's when the bridge started to be dangerous and not safe. And after it's not safe, I guess nobody couldn't go there and they just fixed it. And then after that, maybe when they fixed it, I actually went in the bridge today, I'm not gonna lie, but it was no danger at all. Because another thing is that today, when I was in the school, I was about to watch the buses and then on my phone, and Miss Gaskin just came out of nowhere. And that's what made me really upset that day. I mean, today. And then, uh, after. after Miss Gaskin was talking to Marique, I was, bothering with Marique, and then I guess Miss Gaskin didn't like that, so she decided to hear everything I said, which made me upset because I was saying a lot of stuff and she got upset. And what I was saying is that, oh, I don't know why she's behind me. I don't get it. What are you trying to do? You're trying to go to my phone so you can look through buses and you think that they're inappropriate. No, uh, buses is not inappropriate. Uh, how is buses inappropriate? I don't get it. And then I said a lot of stuff that I couldn't remember. I don't really remember what I was saying, but the last thing I said was that she needs to leave, and then after that, she did leave. After I said that, because she couldn't take any jokes what I was saying, because I wasn't, I wasn't joking. It's just that, um, I wasn't joking. I wasn't. But what happened is that, uh, I how is buses inappropriate? I don't get it. Just because they say comments, is that what it is? Comments? Uh, what about comments? I mean, comments is an engine. It's a power. Comments is an engine. It's not inappropriate. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to take away three letters and make the word look like inappropriate. You're trying to take. I know what it is. I know what it is because I know what that means, and also I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to take away the mints, and you're trying to save the other three letters. I don't. That's inappropriate, Miss Gaskin. And how's buses inappropriate? I don't get it. Just because they say comments. Comments is an engine. It has nothing to do with sexuality. That's not what buses is about. Buses has an engine called Commons, and Commons is an engine. Not about sexuality. What I'm telling you, this radio don't know anything about. How is Commons a bad word? It's just a word mints, comments, and you take away three letters. I know what she's trying to do. She's trying to take the three letters, bro. I'm telling you, she's trying to take the three letters away from. I'm telling you, she's trying to take the the three letters away. I don't know why you gotta take the three letters away. Oh my god, bro. Oh my man. I, that's just nonsense. I don't know what I think she's dirty minded. Who knows? Just because I was watching the bus videos and they say comments and you thought it was something else. That what? First of all, I'm not even cursing in this live stream. So what are you talking about? And second of all, how is comments a bad word? I don't. Comments is not a bad word. It's just an engine name. That's it. Okay, now if you use the word without means, that is a bad word. That's a bad word, which we all know what that word means. And and of course, if you take the three letters away from means, you already know what that means. And if you take the word I, I mean, no, if you take, oh wait, if you take away the word means, S and um I am, and you keep the cum, that's inappropriate. Okay, that's inappropriate. And yes, and this guy Ben Stellar, you need to get out of here, cause okay, dude, I'm finna bust Ramo. I'm, dude, I said finna bust what, bro? That's not how you make a sentence. That's not how you make a sentence, bro. Okay, comments. It has six letters, cum, and you take the word men's out, that's inappropriate. That is very inappropriate. And yeah, of course, girls know that boys be doing it. And in case if you guys didn't know, Yeah, don't think I do that because I actually comments is a bad. Yeah, okay. I mean, not all comments engine is bad, but to be honest, the only comments engine is comments ISB and comments B 6.7. Those are the worst comments engines I have ever heard. And to be honest, comments B's is series are terrible, and also power stroke. I don't know what power stroke is. It's an engine, but comments. Okay, comments is a good engine, but at the same time, ISB and B series are the worst comments engines. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, to be honest, um, I don't know, but whatever I said, whatever I said about this, whatever rather CM is definitely inappropriate. And yeah, that's what she thought I was looking at, and I wasn't looking at. I was not looking at that. I was looking at the bus, and it said Cummins. Uh, it said Cummins with I forgot what engine it was, but it was a Cummins. I know it was a Cummins something. And you take away the word mins, and you keep seriously, bro. Seriously, what? What's what? What? I don't get it. Okay, and it says somebody right here. Um, I guess Ben Stiller, you are probably a diesel meat rider, which is I guess that's true because whatever whatever that is, he's starting to start nonsense. And I'm not gonna lie to you, um, we don't really care what Power Stroke is, but Power Stroke is an engine, which I understand that's your opinion that is better, but for us, it's Cummins engines. And to be honest, guys, um, is there a reason why you're here, bro? Ben, is there a reason why you're here? Because you can get out of here since you don't want to. Okay, we get it. Okay, we get that comments is bad. Okay, we get it. That's your opinion. Okay, we get it. But what is the purpose of you being here if you know that? Okay, I I get it now, bro. Now, if oh my man, I'm tired of this harassment stuff. That's that's the reason. Bro, bro, that's the reason why I get upset. Because people keep harassing me. I don't like when people harass me, bro. And this is the 10th time I've been harassed. Like, seriously? Like, what, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of, harassing me? I don't, it's okay. I get that comments, I guess that comments is a bad engine for you, but you don't have to say it. I mean, you can say comments is a bad engine in my opinion. You could have just said that, but you didn't. But anyways, I got harassed more than 10 times actually because um I'm doing good, man. I was in a bad mood earlier, but now I'm kind of am in a bad mood still. But I'll find a way to calm me down because I was upset all day because okay, let me tell you why I'm upset, guys. Alright, let's start from the beginning. So, um, when it was in the morning, I was um I was about to watch YouTube, and however, the bus says comments, which we all know comments is not inappropriate. But if you take the three letters out, it is. I mean, not three letters. If you take out four letters, it's inappropriate. So if you take the word men's and you keep the other three letters, that's inappropriate. So she thought I was watching something inappropriate, and I wasn't even on my phone. But the last time when I was on my phone in the cafeteria, she just saw me walking, and she told me to stop for a minute, and she said, "You know that's inappropriate, right?" I didn't say nothing, but when I didn't say anything, she read the word commons, and the word commons, she thought it was something inappropriate, which is not, because I don't know what. I don't know why you have to do me like that. Buses is not inappropriate just because it say the word commons. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. And after that, um, what else happened? After I was um talking to Marique, she just came up to us, and then Marique did something, and I was like, pranking with. I wasn't. No, 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 no. I wasn't pranking. I was just messing with him. Like I was praying with him, like like friends do. We pray, but not in a bully way. We pray, but we pray like in a cool way. But I was just messing with him, and Miss Gaskin didn't like that. So then that made me upset because I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything mean to Marique. I was just praying with him, and then Miss Gaskin, she thought I was saying something mean to him, and then Miss Gaskin was like almost behind me, and she was watching everything I was saying, and then after that, what else happened? After that, she left because I told her to leave. I mean, I didn't tell her to leave, but I said to myself, I hope she can leave right now, and I said it in front of her, but I didn't say it to her because I wasn't looking at her face. I was looking in a different direction, and she didn't like that either. So when I did when she left, I felt a little bit better. But then after that, that's where things got worse because um today in the cafeteria, I was supposed to call my friend Josh, aka Bus Rumor 773. Hey Rebecca, how you doing? Um I was supposed to call my friend Josh. Not Josh, the MD, not the Miami 99 nine. I mean 9954. I meant to say the other one, the Bus Rumor 773. I was gonna call him on my Samsung Galaxy A15 on my WhatsApp, but I forgot to call him, and that's not the reason why I got upset. I got upset because of the incident of what happened about the Rihanna, Rihanna. I mean, not yeah, Rihanna. So Rihanna is not a Haitian girl, turns out, and I wasted my time because of this prankster, Deacons, aka Rihanna, which he pretended to be Rihanna, and when he was pretending to be Rihanna, he sent me a message, and he told me the reason why he was no Bus Rumor 773 is Josh. And anyways, guys, to be honest, I was gonna do something, but I mean, at that time I was in a good mood until whatever happened in the cafeteria. That's where I saw two people that I really hate and from the school. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, they were almost harassing me, just like the other professor, which I don't want to say her name anymore, because if I say her name, I might get upset, and I don't want to get upset anymore. So after that, guys, I guess hold on, let me see. Man, I don't know why my voice sounds like, I don't know. I don't know why my voice sounds so weird today. And I didn't ask for this to happen, but it did. And well, I don't know why I sound like a 13-year-old. Like I, I'm 16. I'm 16 and a half, and I don't know. I don't know why I sound like a girl. I don't know. Uh, that's why I didn't want to speak in front of Karani. That's because I knew she was gonna be like, "Oh, what happened to your old voice?" I don't know. I seriously don't know. But that's not the main reason why I didn't want to talk to Karani. I'll get to that. I'll get to that story in in a few minutes, or a couple minutes. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. To be honest, um, I was in the cafeteria. I was about to call bus room 773. Well, Josh. Josh is one of my friends since elementary school, and I forgot to call him. So, um, even though we knew each other from Norwood, but he's bus room 773 now, and I forgot to call him. To be honest, on my phone. Oh, and I don't know why I'm doing this. But anyways, um, hold on. Let me see something. All right, so when I was at wait, do you know I don't know, kids, and I don't know what this is, but yeah, 9986 is the only 9986 is the last. No, actually, 9986 is the only 9900s that was stored from Miami-Dade Transit, which we all know is a 1999 Nabby 40LFW with a Detroit Diesel Series 50 with an Sun WB 500R. And yeah, to be honest, I actually do miss that Nabby, but even though I'm not a Detroit Diesel fan, which I still support Nabbies, cause I always loved Nabbies as I was growing up. And when I was growing up, I used to catch a lot of Nabbies. I missed them, and right now my eyes is in tears, which I do want to cry now, but I don't want to do it in the live stream. And um, anyways, guys, I guess since my eyes are red, I think since I talked about Nabby, since I missed them so much, I guess it's gonna make me cry, which yeah. Um, I guess I guess I guess since Nabby's was a thing before you Flyers and Gilix came to Miami, before CNG came to Miami, it used to be better, but CNG is still good. But the problem is, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine that Nabi has been discontinued, which I don't know why they discontinued it, which means that, oh my god. You Flyer, why do you have to do this, bro? Why why do you have to discontinue Nabi in 2015? Like, it's not only that. But why do you have to do that, bro? Like, I don't I don't know. And another thing is I was never able to see Orion, which I don't know, bro. But Orion Orion is also another version of Nabi, but even though I'm not able to see it, New York MTA from New York officially retired all of those, even though I was planning to film them, but I never. I guess I'll never catch Orion, even though they're kind of old, and the oldest one that we have is mainly from the late 2000s, which means that I guess since Nabi was discontinued, New Flyer was actually focusing on the Excelsiors, which the Excelsiors is not a bad bus model, but why did you have to discontinue Nabi for? I don't get it, bro. I don't I don't get it. You didn't have to do that, but I guess after the 2013 when Nabi was controlled by New Flyer, um Nabi had no choice but to discontinue in 2015, and the last ever buses to be ordered from Nabi was somewhere in Texas. I forgot which part of Texas, but the last models was the Nabi 40 LFWs, which Miami has them, but not as much as they used to. They used to be they used to be no, Nabi didn't discontinued in 2010. Nabi discontinued in 2015. It didn't discontinued in 2010. About that, one thing that I was not able to see in person was the New Flyer D60 LF and the New Flyer D40 LF, which means that they also had the Commons ISM. And New Flyer does have parts to 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 build Nabi, which is a good part, which is a good thing. But I wonder if New Flyer will build back Nabi one day, or probably not, because to be honest, New Flyer kind of does look like Nabi, and I'm not gonna lie, but New Flyer is one of the best. New Flyer Excelsior is one of the best buses I have ever seen in my generation. But the best one was Nabi, and Nabi was was one of my favorites until now, since all of the Commons ISM engines are gonna be gone. And Nova buses, they look identical to the Gaelic BRT buses. And what I know is that I forgot. But anyways, guys, about the Rihanna incident, I didn't know that Karani was gonna be mad, but I guess after I figure out that she wasn't mad, today in the cafeteria, I was kind of happy at first at lunch, but then after I was saying to my friend Angel, um, we all know Angel, the strict Haitian girl, which means that Angel made me feel better at the first, but then I wanted to I wanted to I wanted to cut in front of her because I couldn't take the stress no more, and I was depressed because of what happened off the bus a long time ago, and with this guy and Adventure, and also the other times when I was catching the bus, I didn't feel comfortable no more. And I after I didn't feel comfortable no more, I had no choice but to sit next to my friend Angel. And I explained to her what happened, and I told her if I don't record buses, I will get upset. Which, of course, she said don't get upset. She said calm down, and I did calm down. But not only that, I put my head down because I couldn't take it no more. And after that, she just hold my hand for some reason, and and to be honest, I don't know why she hold my hand. She probably did that to make me feel better, or maybe that's the reason. But I just had to know. I didn't know. But tomorrow, hopefully, I get things. Hopefully, I hope tomorrow's a better day, and I hope I won't be like this tomorrow either. And to be honest, after lunch, I went to class again, and I felt better again. And then once I come back after school for last period, I felt upset again, and then I still couldn't take things out of my mind. And when my dad picked me up, I was upset too. Not upset because of him. I was upset because I didn't. I did talk to him though, but it's not about that. What happened is that I didn't be upset in front of him, which is a good thing, and I didn't yell at him either, and I didn't do anything. I just stayed calm. Um, and I didn't tell him about that though. And then after that, when I arrived at the bus stop, I only had like around 11 minutes left to catch the number 9, and I did catch the number 9, and I was on YouTube on my phone. And on my phone, I was watching the bus too, and it has comments engine as well. And to be honest, um, it didn't make me feel better at all. So it made me more upset too, which it was gonna calm me down, but it didn't calm me down at all. And after that, um, about maybe 5 minutes later, Karani showed up, and she was with her Haitian friends, and I was minding my own business on my phone. And when I was looking for the bus, she was actually looking. I guess she was smiling at first, and when she was smiling at first, I looked back to my phone, and I didn't even give her a smile at all. And then that's when she realized that my eyes were red because I was upset at something, which is true because I was upset at something at that time. And after that, after after I got upset, I didn't get upset. I mean I did, but not only that, but um to be honest, um she looked kind of worried at first, and then when she looked kind of worried, she didn't had nothing to say, because I didn't say hi to her or anything because I wasn't in the mood at that time, because I was upset and I was also depressed at that time. And I'm not gonna lie to you, at that time when she was approaching, I was posting my community post saying something, and it was something to do with whatever. And after that, I went back to watching my YouTube video, and after I watched my YouTube video, the bus was already approaching. And when my dad said hi to her, she said hi to her, and I heard that she wasn't happy. She was sad. When she was sad, she looked at me sad because I was upset. I wasn't upset at her, but I was upset at something else. And I was upset at because of what happened at school today, and she didn't know about that. And I was going to tell her that, but I didn't feel like it because I didn't want her to feel even more sad. And not only that, I'm not gonna lie to you, but when I was boarding on the bus, I saw something on Karani's hand, and I noticed that she had nails now, and I was like, my mind wasn't really focused into that. My mind was really focused on the bus and being upset. So right now I'm still upset a little bit, but later, if I'm in the mood, guys, I'll make sure that I upload my videos. But um, to be honest, the comments ISB is just so trash. I can't take it no more, bro. And now for the Navis, the last evers, 2005 and 2006, it's gonna be gone soon. Man, I don't know what to tell you, but my eyes are red. I've been upset all day, so maybe that's the reason why I didn't want to talk at all. But I didn't feel like talking at first, but now I feel a little bit better. But it's not only that. And anyways, guys, I was gonna play buses for a while. I mean, not buses, but uh, I was gonna play Roblox, but right now I'm not in the mood for that. And to be honest, um, I also wanted to apologize to her after what I did, but to be honest, I guess I have to say it in a community post, or maybe I have to tell her myself that I did not calm down at all. I was supposed to calm down when I was in front of her, but I was, because when I was taking my deep breath, not really a deep breath, but it was sore. I was soaring because I couldn't take it no more. And when she saw that, she just felt worried. And now you know why I didn't talk to her. And now you know why my day is ruined. And tomorrow, I hope this don't happen again. And now, I feel like uploading YouTube Shorts, but at the same time, there's one thing that I really miss the most. What happened between ninth grade and 10th grade? So, guys, ninth grade was a bomber because I was the one who made a mistake in ninth grade. And 10th grade, I also made a mistake. And Angel, to be honest, why did I met Karani in the first place? Well, for answer to answer for that, I don't know. And number two, I had to do it because I didn't want to be disrespectful. And not only about being disrespectful, I had to do it because I didn't want her to feel bad. And I made her feel bad in ninth grade. In ninth grade, I should have just talked to her, but I didn't because when I was in ninth grade, all I did was care about buses, then looking at her and talking to her, and that's what messed everything up, and that's the reason why I didn't want to talk to. That's the reason I I I I I was in the ninth grade, and we both didn't even knew each other because I was concentrating on my phone all the time, And for her, she was talking to her friends. And for me, I catch the bus in ninth grade, and she was looking at me too. But I'm not gonna lie to you. But when I started 10th grade, first day of school, I saw her running. I don't know why. And then after that, a couple days later, she talked to my dad. And then my dad talked to her. And then after that, she knew I'm her. After that, she knew that that was my dad. And she knew I was the son. And then after that, a couple days later, um, I started waving at her. And she waved at me back. And then she felt happy. But what happened is that in ninth grade, I was going to do that, but I wasn't planning to because I wasn't into girls at that time. That's what happened. And I'm not gonna lie to you, but when I was in ninth grade, I wasn't really into girls. Not after the incident. Um, what happened earlier this year, and when I started 10th grade, I started talking about Haitian girls, and then after that, after I started talking to her, I guess after that, about 2 weeks later, I gave her my YouTube channel, and when I gave her my YouTube channel, she watched it every day, and after that, she followed me on a different, I forgot what it's called, and then after that, she texted me, and then um, after that, um, ever since we text, she also sent me a message at 10 something p.m. And after that, she just asked for my number, and then after that, we had each other's number, and then after that, now after the Rihanna incident, what Deacons did is his fault, and it's not really his fault because what he did it as a prank. And I was kind of upset when he did this prank. And now, since the prank thing is over, today I got harassed by four people at school that I didn't like, which means it was Miss Gaskin, Miss Hemingway, Miss Jones, and Miss Francois. And Miss Francois used to be a nice. I mean, to be honest, I would have just mentioned about that earlier in the videos because Miss Francois was never a nice teacher. And to be honest, I would get in trouble every day in her class for no reason. And that's the reason why I went to CSI 3 times in that class for my school year because of her. And this because I was doing something what I was supposed to do, but I don't know what happened. And then um today, she tried to talk to me, and I didn't even want to talk to her. And same thing with Miss Gask, and same thing with the other two. I didn't want to talk to them, and they started talking to they tried to talk to me, but they didn't. I mean, not only that. Um, I guess after what happened over the Thanksgiving break, I should have just I should have not ate too much because I actually did had a stomach that was upset because it wasn't really upset. It's just the stomach couldn't handle the food no more. And I'm not gonna lie about that. Let's hope that 2026 it doesn't end up like this. And hopefully in 2026 I can get my old voice back, which I don't know if it's gonna happen or maybe I keep this one. I don't like this voice, to be honest, because to be honest, when I was 13, my voice did not sound like this. Now, since I came back from school, all of a sudden it makes noise. It makes this kind of sound, and I guess this is enough for today. Since the live stream is 45 minutes, and yeah, I'll be back in YouTube Shorts, and yeah, that's um yeah um if I don't know what else I had to say, but yeah, peace out for this. Um, but I actually do want to drive to Boston Roblox, which I'll be uploading that video later. And I gotta make another video now.